Hey, and welcome to this video. My name is Nina and I am back from my little break, and today we are going to be working on I don't really know what to call it yet, but I think it's going to be kind of like a Nordic cabin slash fisherman's hut again, because I love doing these, but next to like a rocky river. That's what we're going to call it. You will probably know what I dubbed it by the time that you're watching this. But as you can see, we have this huge space, and I kind of already sketched out some little dots for the waterscaping that we're going to be incorporating today. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it. And I'm starting out by building this little mountain. Now, we're not going to do too much to it because I will do that in another build bit when I figure out what will be behind it. But this is kind of just going to be for the backdrop. And then in a second, I will switch over to this dirt tool to mark out where Sprinkled's house is going to go, because we are incorporating Sprinkled's customized house. Now, I did not film when I customized it, but I probably it's not that interesting, to be honest. I will probably do a bunch more of these because I want to customize most of the houses that we have on this island. And we will probably do that on stream, or I will have a speed build for some of them, or whatever I will do. I don't know yet. Anyways, I already made a little start on the waterscaping here, and I did actually pre-plan this. I am going to be very honest, because this was a challenge, because on the reference picture that I popped up, or will pop up again now, you can kind of see these like rocky edges of the kind of river, or I don't think it's the ocean, because you can kind of see the other side from which we are viewing the view. And I kind of try to create these, I'm going to call them fingers of land, like these little land chunks, which we will later be filling up with rocks and like rock custom designs to just kind of try and recreate the feel of the cabin that we're trying to build. Because obviously it's not possible to make like these very rough rocky cliff edges. That's not possible because Animal Crossing. But we are trying to get to as close to it as we can, or as close to it as I or my little brain can think to get close to it. That was not a sentence. We are going to move on from that. I also decided to make some like floating islands, and please, to all of you, please round all the corners of policemen and women and people. I do know that it looks more natural if you round all the corners of your water and cliffscaping. I always do that, but for this build specifically, I decided not to go for that. I wanted it to feel a little more rough, and just try to experiment with like more interesting shapes of terraforming and waterscaping. So that's what I did, and I really enjoy how it looks in the end. I'm very excited, but I will need your help by the end of the build, because I also built like a little viewing deck thingy, like a little viewpoint from which we are going to be viewing the finished product, also in the thumbnail probably. But I'm not really sure how I feel about it, because I think we will probably need to tear that down, because I don't really enjoy how it looks. You will see by the end. But yeah, anyways, I hope that you're all doing well. I really enjoyed my little break, and I'm also still kind of on my break. I'm trying to take it slow and not like overwork myself too much as I did before, because it was just getting to a point where it's not been healthy anymore, and I will not talk about that right now, because it's I don't know, I feel like I always talk about it, so I will shut up now. But if you're struggling, feel free to always message me on the Discord, leave a comment below, whatever you feel comfortable doing. I'm trying to be here for everyone, and also our little Discord community is so wholesome and always there for anything that might trouble you. And we have like some mental health corners in there, which I think is very nice for you to maybe just brain dump sometimes. And yeah, at least it gives me some peace of mind to know that I have you, and I'm very thankful for you and all the support that you have shown me over the past few days and weeks. And also we're so close to hitting 2,000 subscribers. that happened in a month, and like only a few weeks, or like a week over a month. And my last actual speedboat, like the Christmas market one, has over 10,000 views. I'm sorry, but it's been very overwhelming, and I appreciate you so much for the support. I did not expect that, but thank you so much. Yeah, and I think we are very close to being done with this Waterscaping part, so I can actually start talking about the build soon. Oh, and there was Sprinkle. But I thought she looked so cute in her little PJ, so I had to include that. I think she's such a cutie. And we just needed to incorporate that in the build, you know, with her little nightgown. But yeah, there you can see I'm kind of trying to place the house, and I was very indecisive because I wanted it to have enough space to kind of decorate around. And I'm also later going to be, like I always do, including a little wooden deck in front of her house, kind of looking like a patio, where we can decorate on top of. So I wanted that to have enough space to exist, and that's what we did. And here I'm kind of trying to shape the river so that we can place a little diagonal bridge, because for some reason I wanted to include that in this video, even though we're not going to decorate around it at all in this video, but I decided to place it anyways, so that's what we're doing right now. And then we will have a little time jump, and everything will be there. Look, beautiful, everything's there, done and dandy. Also, this is in kind of like a darker, dimmer light, because I really enjoyed this kind of 5 a.m. lighting. And then I time traveled a day, and it was kind of like a snow day, so it was very dark. But I really enjoy like landscaping in the like dark-ish times of the day, because it's just a lot easier on my eyes. And I'm getting on, you know, I'm 22 now, yeah, I can't believe that I'm 22 already. My birthday was the 23rd, and that's almost been a week again, and oh god, aging is interesting. I'm gonna tell you that, because you obviously haven't done that. God, I'm gonna shut up now. We're going back to the build now. I did a little bit of a foresty area, and now we're making a start on the kind of rocky bits. Also, I really hope that you can't hear my mum and my sister talking in the background, because I am still staying at my mum's house at the moment, and my sister is also here today. And this house has very thin walls, or this flat, and it's been very interesting because you can hear everything, and I love that, but I love them, so that's okay. Anyways, again, back to the build now. This is a very interesting voiceover. I'm terribly sorry. Can you tell that I haven't recorded one in about like 3 weeks? Even though we did have the tour, but I filmed that like 3 weeks or like a month ago almost. Anyways, I'm just trying to kind of layer these rocks in front of each other, and I also found this stone code. I will include that on the code website probably after I finish editing this video, so you will probably be able to find it. If it's not on there, it will be in the next few days, and that's always linked below just for your info if you didn't know that. And right now I'm kind of getting this like wooden code down, and trying to start to decorate around it. Why do I keep saying decorate? God. But yeah, it was kind of difficult because it was a very tiny space that we could actually place things in, because 2 spaces in front of a villager house, you can't really place items or plant flowers. So that's also why I decided to put these like wooden decks there, because they fill up the space quite nicely, and they have very nice texture to just fill it in and make it not feel as bare compared to my other very cluttered decorating style around it. And I'm not really sure how we will connect this house to the actual village that is to the right of this build. So I'm kind of just making this little wooden plank path to connect it to a main road or whatever will go there. I'm not sure right now, but I'm very excited to see. I don't know where I was going to go with that sentence. I'm very excited to see what I will do with the connecting area, because it is a it's a massive brain fart at the moment. My brain doesn't come up with any ideas. So if you have any suggestions, leave them down below. I will probably also show you on stream next week. And what is this voiceover? I'm so sorry. I will probably also not have the time or the mind space, can you say, the head space to edit this as I would usually do. So if there's a lot of me being quiet or talking gibberish, I'm very, very sorry. I'm really, truly sorry about that. But I get migraines very easily at the moment. I don't know why that is, because I didn't get them before when I was like actually under like constant stress and pressure of myself. I always put myself under pressure, but maybe now that I've calmed down, I'm able to feel them. I don't know, but I will just hope that I can edit this as to the best of my ability. So if there's a lot of me being strange and I didn't edit it to kind of make it seem like it was intentional to be funny, I'm very sorry about that, but you know what I'm like from stream, so I get them. Yeah, that's it. Also, if this is your first video, thank you so much for being here. 11 minutes into this video. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. There are quite a few new friends here, so there's a good chance that this might be one of your first videos, and you might not have caught a stream. But I'm very all over the place. That's just the way that my brain works, or doesn't work. You can see that however you'd like. But yeah, I don't really know how to go back to the build anymore, because I've tried to do that so many times already right now, and it just doesn't work. So we will just ignore that, and I will just keep talking about whatever my brain thinks of. I think I've also said that in the last stream. That was the laggy mess that we experienced. I'm working on getting a better internet connection right now, but I also already talked about that in like a couple of builds in the stream, that I was not really happy with my color palette for this island, which was like kind of blues, blacks, whites, and then a lot of red and orange. But I've found my passion for this color palette again, and I'm really loving it. I know how to kind of space the colors out now. I feel like it's a lot easier for me to decide where to put like a colorful flower and where to just opt for a white or black one, to just balance it out and not make it feel too overwhelming, because I love all the colors and they go very well with this Nordic theme. But yeah, I'm done with decorating the house now. And we are getting a start on making this little cliff that I might actually tear down. So I edited this to be, I think, only like 3 minutes long, just so that you don't have to sit through and watch me build something that I might actually tear down. But I tried to recreate the viewpoint that was in the initial reference picture that inspired me. And I'm going back to the river. That's nice all over the place again. But I tried to recreate the viewpoint that was in the picture, but it didn't really work, because in the reference you're kind of viewing the area from like slightly above and like the other side of the river, as it seems. But that didn't really work, because I really enjoyed like the purplish pinky flowers that were on that like cliff or whatever you're viewing the view from. And I don't really want to incorporate other colors on this island, so I tried to opt for the wheat fields to make it feel very overgrown and like you're kind of standing in like a field or something, and they just look very awkward on the cliff. I tried to kind of decorate in front of them as well, so that you can't really see where they are ending, but you can still see where they are ending, obviously. So it just looks very awkward, and I'm not really happy with it. But let me know how you feel about it, and if you have any other suggestions what I should do. I'm not trying to incorporate other colors, so if that's your suggestion, don't be mad at me if I don't do them. But I'm happy to hear whatever you think will look best to view this area from, and also decorate in front of it, because I am thinking to incorporate a little bit of a farming area build thingy in front of it, so it could work with having a wheat field without a cliff and then just hiding one cliff tile like we saw in the last island tour that I uploaded from Daniela's island. I'm trying to maybe take some inspiration from that and put like one piece of cliff behind a tree or so to hide the cliff tie, but you can climb on top and view the area. Maybe we will do that. I'm not really sure. Let me know again. And now I'm just kind of going back to my rock placement, shifting and using more custom designs to make it feel a little bit fuller. And also I had to incorporate some decoy ducks because it wouldn't be one of my builds if it didn't incorporate a decoy duck. But yeah, here you can see what I try to do. I kind of try to mix in these blue colors to kind of, I don't really know, recreate the view of like colorful flowers in a field that we saw in the picture. But again, I don't know how I feel about it. And then I try to layer like rocks and like bushes in front of it to cover the edges of the wheat fields because it just looked very awkward. And I also tried to play around with some sheep, which are I think they are called the Aries rocking chair, and they are a Celeste item. And yeah, then we are already very, very close to the end of this video. So thank you so much for bearing with me. If you're still watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the support. Also, I stole a little decoy duck from Rilla, just for all of you Rilla haters satisfaction. I included that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave you now with a montage of the finished product. And yeah, take care of yourself. Until next time, and bye-bye.